Welcome back to the Gardening with Joe and Holly radio show. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your day. Moments away, how you can deal with all that zucchini, some unique ways to utilize that vegetable. But first, a word from our friends at Farm Defense.
Farm and garden in the ultimate comfort. Farmer's Defense has lightweight and durable sleeves made to protect you against the elements while farming. Farmer sleeves offer unparalleled protection of arms and skin for any farmer, gardener, or outdoor worker. Their sleeves offer cooling comfort and protection against the elements outdoors. You want to say goodbye to irritated skin and sunburns in the garden. An alternative to thick clothing, Farmer's Defense is made of wicking material with UBF protection factor of 50 plus to protect you from the allergens and scratches. To find all their products and more, visit farmersdefense.com.
So, zucchini. People plant 3 plants thinking, hey, we're going to have enough. And they have dozens and dozens of pounds of zucchini coming out of their garden, and they are at the mercy of what they can do with it outside of throwing it in the compost bin. There is a national put zucchini on your neighbor's porch day, which I think in August or something like that.
It's August 8th. You stole my fun fact.
Oh, okay, well. I knew you were looking that up because you didn't.
I forgot what day it was. I knew it and then I forgot.
So
it's August 8th. It's National Leave Zucchini on Your Neighbor's Porch Day.
It's kind of like the National or World Naked Gardening Day. It's not really a law or anything, and you really got to be careful where in this time of age walking on people's porches and leaving stuff.
You also probably got to be careful naked gardening too.
Well,
but yeah,
and you always lock your car doors because people come out and there'll be 5 zucchinis in the front seat type of thing.
Yeah, no, you should probably lock your car doors for many reasons, but definitely because of zucchini.
Yeah, that would be the least of my concerns. The engine's gone, the wheels gone. Oh, I got zucchini. Well, that's good. So obviously we can do. I grew up utilizing zucchini of the meal being. Cut it thin, roll it in egg, cornmeal, fried in a pan with oil. And then that was how we utilized zucchini. You can make zucchini relish. We made that as well growing up. And then
you made zucchini relish when you were growing up?
We made everything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we made grape juice, grape jelly, grape jam. Anything that could go in a can, that was what was made.
We made... zucchini bread growing up.
Okay, which you can trick people because they think it's banana bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember...
Don't do that if somebody's allergic to zucchini, by the way.
Are people allergic to zucchini?
I am assuming that people are allergic to everything now.
That's true.
Between to trees, to air, to ice. Everybody's allergic to something.
Ice.
Why not?
Actually, some people do have where they get too cold. So if they're around ice, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what you do with the zucchini, you can freeze it, and so some people will blanch it and then freeze it. Some people will.
In what capacity? Like in a shredded capacity, or they're not, taking the whole thing and just throw it in the freezer?
No. Yeah. So you would shred it. A lot of people will shred it, and then in that case, you would shred it, and just as is, you wouldn't try to blanch it. You would just put it in some freezer bags, and then you can add it to soup stocks. You can add it. Then you can bake with it too.
Right.
So that you have it fresh.
Well, the problem is that if it gets too big, it becomes very difficult to consume because the seeds are so large. So then you would take and turn it into zucchini relish or zucchini bread, utilize it in that manner, the frying it up, because you got basically the same seeds that you planted are inside, because it's it's 7 pounds and the size of 4 inches in diameter. It gets quite woody.
So I guess it's good to mention then, when you are harvesting your zucchini, if you see one that's perfect for harvesting,
get it. Yeah,
don't wait until the next day, because I feel like they grow twice in size overnight. Yeah. So yeah, you can freeze the zucchini. You can add it to desserts, and Joe has a story about the zucchini apple pie.
Yeah, many years ago, not so many years, but anyway, 10 years ago probably, Holly and I were at a farmer's market retail, it's a barn where you go and buy the local farm stuff. And the woman said that you can take zucchini and put the zucchini to the side, make your apple pie. Do everything with the apple pie, prepare it, do everything except for adding apples. Instead of adding apples, add zucchini, and nobody will know the difference, because the zucchini I think, is the mushroom of the vegetable world. Zucchini will absorb flavor very, very well. So when you're adding the cinnamon and the sugar and all those things in which you add into an apple pie, instead of adding the apples, you're adding chunks, you're processing and putting the zucchini in. That becomes now the flavor of, you think, oh, cinnamon, sugar, tastes like apples. Well, it's really zucchini. So you can make apple pie, but use zucchini. You can also do mock pineapple with zucchini.
Yeah,
this is a canning procedure.
Kind of a dessert, but not. So yeah, you make mock pineapple, and you basically take the zucchini, you peel it, get the seeds out, cut it into little pineapple chunk sizes, and then you cook it in some sugar, pineapple juice, water, and then it becomes it kind of absorbs that pineapple flavor. And then
again with the mushroom, mushrooms absorb flavor, and same zucchini, same thing.
Yeah, so then it becomes the pineapple kind of. It just doesn't have the same exact texture as pineapple, but it's still good. Pineapple
has that stringy type. I incorporate pineapple with kind of a stringy. When you chew into it, it kind of tears. Zucchini doesn't have that. But for people who like pineapple but are not really familiar with the texture, the dead bringer every time they do not know it's zucchini. That's how realistic it is in mimicking pineapple. Now you water bath this, and there's a procedure, and there's a YouTube video that we have on our parent website, the WisconsinVegetableGardener.com. In the search bar, just put in mock zucchini or mock pineapple, something like that, and it'll come up, and Holly walks you through how to do that with the zucchini that's coming out of your garden. But it's a very unique way of doing such. Now, obviously, you gotta purchase pineapple juice in order to make this happen. But
so one thing I want to mention is you can make zucchini pickles. But if you make them, you want to make them fresh. You don't want to can them because they can get very mushy. So you make like refrigerator pickles with them.
Right. Now, zucchini is, whenever you make cucumber pickles, heat is the enemy of the pickle. And the more heat you do, the longer in the water bath, the spongier or the softer the cucumbers can get. That's why people recommend doing them in pint jars instead of quart jars. Now, our grandparents did them in half-gallon jars, but that's a whole other story. Now, zucchini, I don't think has the same texture as a cucumber, which meaning that it wouldn't get as spongy. But with any canning procedure, you want to use the freshest of fresh you can. You just don't want to go, okay, we'll collect for X amount of days, then we'll process, because that first stuff is going to have aged and started to, in scientific terms, started to decay or break down and become soft and not firm like the fresh zucchini or tomato or whatever you're harvesting out of the garden.
So one thing I also wanted to mention is that you can give it away, and
there's people that do. I know there's people that are listening. They have massive gardens, beautiful gardens. They don't grow zucchini because they know that they are going to get inundated by people who have too many zucchini plants that are begging to get rid of it.
Right.
I only planted 2 zucchini plants this year because I know that we will have zucchini from other places coming in. But people don't understand the productive rate in which zucchini plants can produce. Now, we're talking zucchini Black Beauty, we're talking crookneck, we're talking yellow zucchini, and a zucchini plant can produce very quickly and rapidly in the proper conditions.
Yes, and I guess I want to heed caution that there are ways that you might have problems growing zucchini. There are different bugs. What's it called? Vine.
Squash vine borer.
Yeah, squash vine borer. And then also just sometimes people just don't have the best luck growing zucchini. So if you're like, I've attempted to grow zucchini 1,700 times. Why? What's wrong with me? It's nothing. There's a lot of things that all of us can't grow, and that's okay. Don't feel like a failure. Maybe somebody will leave some on your porch on August 8th.
Zucchini, one zucchini plant on average will produce between 3 and 10 pounds of zucchini. Now, that is a skewed average, because if you allow one zucchini, hey, I'll get it tomorrow, oh, I forgot it, that zucchini can very quickly multiply to 8 or 9 pounds just on one zucchini. People can choose to harvest that zucchini at whatever stage they want. But the larger it is, the woodier it gets, the larger the seeds are. You see the little petite 6 or 7 inch long zucchini that's about 1 inch or 2 inches in diameter that you see on the cooking shows. That's what a lot of people do not want to harvest. Well, I wouldn't want. Growing up, I didn't harvest that because if I let it get bigger, there'll be more zucchini. The actual harvesting item will be larger. But if you harvest them small, the plant will produce more, and they'll be more manageable and much more tender because the seeds have not matured inside of that zucchini fruit or harvesting item.
Yeah, tastier, easier to enjoy, and then not overkill of zucchini.
Yeah, and once you plant zucchini, you can start expecting them about 35 to 55 days in that range. And if you continue to harvest at a reasonable size, the plants will produce until cold weather hits, or in most instances, you get powdery mildew that starts to develop on the plants, and then that is the demise of the plant. But at that point, many people are so tired of zucchini that they welcome that disease to come in and kill off the zucchini plant, which is a horrible thing. But you want the zucchini plant to die, but you want the pumpkins to still live. But typically, once it hits part of your garden, it's going to hit all of the garden because of the cool nights and the dampness on the leaves not being able to dry up before the cool nights come, and that's when mildew develops.
Absolutely. If you want to control beetle and grub invaders without affecting the rest of the ecosystem in your yard, then Grub Gone and Beetle Gone are the solution. Phylums Grub Gone and Beetle Gone target a wide range of invasive and destructive beetles, weevils, and borers without harming non-targets such as bees, ladybugs, butterflies, earthworms, and other beneficial insects. You can purchase these products locally in Massachusetts at Ward's Nursery, UQ Garden Center in Hyannis County Garden, in Connecticut at Van Willigren's Garden Center, in Maine at Salisbury Organics, in New York at Fadigan's Nursery, in Ohio at Berlin Seeds. Phylum Bioproducts, that's PHYLLOM bioproducts.com. Target the pest, not the rest. For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.